Great football runs through the generations of many state line families. One is the Knigge family of Dixon, and the latest Knigge talent has been giving big Northern Conference defenses major problems for the past couple of years. That's tonight's Spotlight segment brought to you by Rockford Career College. Undersized in stature, oversized in impact. That's the best way to describe Landon Knigge's role for the Dixon Dukes. As a junior, Knigge had 1,268 yards on 134 carries, which averages out to 9.5 yards per carry, while rushing for 18 touchdowns. Unfortunately for Knigge, he tore his meniscus on May 26th while lifting weights. His senior year flashed before his eyes, but there wasn't a doubt in his heart he would be back for his senior year.
It was a big deal. It was kind of life-changing, and knowing like after surgery I had to do whatever I had to do to get back on the field. The rebuild of the knee was that same mindset, like you got to work hard to get back to where you were and stuff like that. You got to show up every day knowing that you got to work to get your knee back together.
Even Coach Shaner had to help control Knigge's eagerness to return to full speed.
I would say patience is not a virtue that he possessed this summer. He had to be coaxed into that, and rightfully so. He's a competitor, he's a hard worker.
The questions of his return were quickly silenced once he got onto the field. Through 5 weeks of football, the Dukes are 4-1. Knigge has 64 carries and 761 yards, averaging out to over 11 yards per carry and 13 touchdowns. He also has a couple receptions and a receiving touchdown. If Knigge keeps up this pace, he will have well over 1,000 yards and over 20 touchdowns this season. All of this to mention, he dedicates this to his discipline and hard work, not just true talent.
When Coach calls the play that's for me, I take pride in that, because knowing that he has he knows that I can do something, and then I know that I can do something too, in which I just try to do everything every time, just 100 mile an hour even in practice. I'm 100 mile an hour because you practice like you play.
Landon Knigge isn't the only one in the family to be a household name in Dixon. Grandpa Tank was a stud in the 70s. Knigge's father, Jared Knigge, also played in the late 90s. Both of them make sure to attend every single game. Jared coached most of the current players on the team when they played on the Junior Dukes as boys.
The greatest compliment I can give him is he's a football player. That's just his mentality. I know he talked a little bit in his interview about that and kind of growing up and the influences that he had. But he's a throwback old school kid. He is not afraid of hard work. He's not afraid of contact. That's the way he was raised. Again, that's his mentality. He's not a big talker. He's not a rah-rah guy. He's not a guy who wants to have some wristbands on or wear something flashy. He's going to come and show up every day. And that's not just on game day. That's at the practice field. That's in the weight room.
At the end of the day, Landon Knigge has made his own name in Dixon, and he is a true believer that his life is the reality of a hard-working young man chasing his dreams. When Landon gets to football, you just hold your breath because you know there's a good chance he's going to do something electric.
I just remember last year when he broke a bunch of long touchdowns against Rockford Lutheran, and I was like, who is this Knigge guy? Well, he's not a secret anymore. We all know who he is. All right, we'll be right back.